Howdy. My name is Kazm Vulfhart, aka King Kazm, whatever you want to call me, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. There are going to be a few changes to or how I record Genshin Impact starting next week. I've actually already started it, and you all will see it obviously next week. But basically, what is going to happen is, from now on, I'm going to start streaming Genshin Impact. That's right. I will be streaming Genshin Impact on Twitch every Monday night at 11 p.m., 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Words good at air. And you, yes you, the viewer, can join me and watch me make progress live, and then yell at me and tell me I'm doing a horrible job. And the reason I'm doing it this way is because of, well, a couple of reasons. One of the biggest reasons... Ooh, chest.
Do I get a share?
Goodies.
You actually want this trash?
One of the reasons I'm doing that is because of a few things. Number one, it's a lot easier to farm and stuff like that. Where was the lady I was supposed to talk to? Hang on, my brain doesn't want to work. Basically, it becomes a lot easier for me to do, like, the farming and stuff like that in this game via streaming and stuff like that, because I do spend a lot of time playing this game anyways. Another reason is because with how big the game is... Where am I going? This. There we go. I'm not even anywhere near it. With how big this game is and how long some of the chapters are, I need to basically record more than what I'm able to do. And that leads to a few issues overall. The first issue is that, like, if I'm stuck only recording 2 hours a week for this game, I'm not making progress. Period.
You really are a one-trick pony.
Another thing is... Here it is. I'm gonna gather chests while I'm
Actually want this trash?
talking. Another reason is just because, like, I do want to include as much content of this game as possible, and with streaming it's a lot more lax in what I can and can't do. Like, basically with streaming it'll become, oh, I do a few story quests here and there, and then I do main story, and then I fight a couple bosses. And another big reason to do it is that I go from recording 2 hours worth of footage to 4 hours worth of footage, because I'll be basically streaming and downloading the stream afterwards. And then there's another added benefit to that as well. There will be an extra hour tacked on to Genshin Impact episodes, for the sole purpose of if I do it by...
Were you not given toys to play with as a child? Is that it?
My brain doesn't want to work right now. If I were to keep it out an hour at a time, I would get such a backlog for Genshin Impact, I'd lose my mind. Mainly because I'd have to keep track of it all. Like, yeah, I could upload it to my YouTube channel and all that fun stuff, which I would do anyways, but, like, I then have to make sure, like, I'm keeping up with thumbnails and stuff like that, and that's a wee bit of a hassle. I'd also have to make sure that every date is proper on when it comes out, otherwise mistakes happen that I don't want to deal with. Anyways, I've babbled on long enough.
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Whoa.
Oh.
I just woke up from a nap.
So that's why you're here. Well, there is a way.
Great! We came to the right person.
but the chance of success is incredibly small.
Fun.
Incredibly small. Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and freshwater supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me. Ah, that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And
I'm
you
so
set off
grateful
knowing
that there's
what
voice
danger
acting in this
there was?
section. I did a lot of the Natlan stuff on the first stream of it, because I tried to stream Ratchet and Clank, and Ratchet and Clank started lagging horribly. So I just jumped it over to Genshin Impact.
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Fun.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Ichising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere,
Hey, go for it.
I begin to lose all hope for the future.
If you don't like where you live, you have the right to complain about it.
What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there.
I have a very compelling reason.
You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Fun.
Seems like
Bureaucracy.
you really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you
Ow.
could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
Oh, you'd be emergency food long before that.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of the way. The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beidou.
This is one of the reasons why I've decided to stream as well, because this game. What? Where do you want me to go? Oh, lovely. This game has so much dialogue in it that's pretty much what I am pretty sure that's the main reason there's so much content in it, is because there's just way too much dialogue. Oh, not way too... I shouldn't say way too much. That's unfair to the game. The game is really well made, The game's story is really well done. It has a lot to offer. Unfortunately, a recording-based, doing content creation for Genshin Impact from a recording-based standard is not feasible in any way, shape, or form. In my opinion, unless you're willing to basically just, like, time sync all of your recording time in Genshin alone. Like, my one friend said
Let's dance.
that she's just, like, she's been playing longer than me. She just got done Sumeru.
Target acquired.
She has told me that Sumeru is 4 times longer than Inazuma, and we just got done the 2 shortest storylines in the game. That being Liyue and Mondstadt.
Lockdown.
So I think it's safe to say that streaming Genshin Impact and editing the VODs to be a proper video is a lot smarter than just doing what I've been doing.
Target acquired.
I'm stuck. So yeah, that'll be the big change for Genshin Impact. It'll be a lot more of me interacting with other people in chat. It'll be longer episodes. And with any luck, it'll be a lot of me getting stuff done. Beyond what I've been doing. That
Do I get a
can
share?
have
You actually want this track?
3 more. If I can find the little floaty dude. Oh, wait. I missed this. But yeah, basically, if you want to...
Here we go.
But basically, like, the long and short of it, if you want to see me playing this game live, then you can. My brain is a functioning one. Oh, no. Aha, I saved myself. My brain is a functioning one. I'm trying to say every Monday at 10 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can watch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Kazm Vulfhart, all one word. You can watch me play Genshin Impact. 4 hours of me playing Genshin Impact and being an absolute idiot. And not knowing what the fuck I'm doing. You can provide me tips. You can give me instructions. I can't guarantee I'll follow them easily. Where are you? Aha! There you are. Little floaty piece of shit. See, I'm trying to get the last 3 Prima Gems I need for another pull. Because that's something else I've been doing. That's something else I can do on stream, is once I get enough Prima Gems, I can pull. Without issue. And I won't feel bad.
Everything has its use.
That should be enough. Yep. Let's pull. What I get. It's a blue. Oh, what am I at? Are these free yet? 4 more days. I've got 4 more days.
Were you not given toys to play with as a child?
Okay, now let's
Is
head
that
over
it?
here. Also, I got this. I'm glad they gave you Kaya at the beginning for free as a ice character, because there is no way you're getting over here. That is a lot of ballista. Who the heck are you? Ugh. You're the traveler. What are you doing here? I'm looking for Beto. Looking for the captain. Does she look like she's someone you just come looking for as you please? Oh, someone get over here, tie the stowaway up, and feed him to the fishes. Alright, what's all the ruckus? The troublemaker snuck in here, said they're looking for, well, they're up to no good. I'll wager, and I thought I would just deal with this for Beto. Alright, stop scaring people any old how, or Captain Beto will scold you upside down. See, this is why this is another gripe I have with Genshin Impact. Once again, great game, well made, and I am aware of voice actors striking. With the sheer amount of dialogue in the non-main story quests, the lack of voice acting does like knock it down a few pegs and makes things take way too long. Like there's just too much filibuster, in my opinion. It's not even filibuster, really. It's just a lot of information, and it's all text. Alright, off you go. Cool your head. Now then, traveler, what business might you have with the captain? I want to go to Inazuma by ship. Is there any other way to get there? You'd best see the captain herself about this. She's on board right now. I would hope so. But it seems she's deep in thought recently. Keep your eyes open and try not to disturb her. I've got it. We've also be anchored here. That's... I'll finish the sentence. And for quite some time due to our orders, which has led to quite a few delays. I feel like that should be been, not be. If you're willing, why don't you go around the ship and see who needs help? Suling? Sarada? Nope. Who is the person I need to... You look like Ningguang, sort of.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui and Osile, right? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing, it's Paimon!
Or emergency food. I'm never letting that joke go.
What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... Yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now?
Interesting.
That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's
Give me
ever
one
heard.
moment. I need my back stretcher. My back is itchy. Oh, sorry. I hit my mic.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma.
Interesting.
This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
It's basically most of this game, to be honest.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Am I crazy, or does his facial structure kind of look similar to the Travelers?
Oh, I can't argue with that. Okay, then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake.
It might be the
tends to
hairstyle.
lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily. Especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
She means little Yui.
Huh?
UA.
I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents.
That sounds fun.
There are 2 important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it.
I mean, fair, but also kind of like limiting a lot of people with great natural talent.
So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided.
That's a bug bite.
You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue.
Ah, I got the reference.
And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after.
Is it entry into Inazuma?
Get this. It's a masterless vision.
What?
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains.
Wouldn't those be relatively common?
As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of
explains the rule for
uncovering
not
hidden
having
talents. And hopefully
a vision.
this time, getting a vision to glow again.
Well, not really, because the visions do make things a little bit overpowered.
So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Well, no, Paimon, what I'm saying is that I literally don't need one to use powers.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Yes.
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
You just want him to take part in your tournament.
Yes, she does.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the
I can't
better
get over
the
how much
tournament
like
will be.
Ningguang she
Couldn't let a
looks.
competitor like you fall through the net.
Like, I'm not saying she's like an alternative like color palette to Ningguang, but her clothing and stuff definitely remind me of Ningguang.
What are we gonna do?
And it still throws me off that Ningguang is freaking
Pretty much have to do
4-star.
this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Great.
It seems like
Oops.
it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
The Gathering Storm. I don't have... Yeah, I don't. Okay. Wait, how many do I have now? I can't... I'm looking in the wrong places. Wait a minute. Oh, you bitch.
10 points for agility.
Give. There we go. Wait. I'm sorry. I need to do... This is cloth. I need to do this, otherwise I'm going to lose my mind. This. At the moment, I don't need healing. I just need you.
Is it time to go?
But yeah, as it stands right now... chest! As it stands right now, what I was doing in the stream was just exploring Natlan and doing some of the Natlan story quests. I don't know if I've touched the Archon quest. Whoops. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so this particular mast, I don't think I can... Well, maybe if I go up this end. Yeah, I can climb. I can climb up it. Let me wait for the ability to go off again. Like, I did part of the Natlan story quests because I kind of want to get, like, more free Primogems. And I can't get them without completing said story quest. Okay. I'm being slow because I don't want to, like, yeet myself off this thing. This is a particularly annoying... There we go. Where is the tournament area? It's not that far, actually. I can just teleport over here and then walk over. Actually, I think I was standing in there at one point in an earlier episode. And I know I'm talking a lot about, like, streaming and stuff like that, but, like, I want to, like, emphasize that you... Like, number one, obviously, I want more views. There's no sugarcoating it. I'm being transparent with this one. More views and more followers and all that fun stuff just means a better outcome for me and the stream as a whole. But also, like, it will... from what I've, like, seen and done, lead to a lot more benefits in the future. For, like, a lot of people involved. Oh, I don't think I've actually been on this side of the island. What are you? My fellow disciple and I trained in martial arts from childhood. Our quest was to fight the forces of evil and protect all that was sacred, all that is sacred in this world. But this is no easy task without the aid of a vision. We too sought refuge here to train ourselves further and to seek the visions that we desired. We erected this monument in testament to our endeavors. I touch it. Oh. Overshot it a bit. Whee! Yeah, no, I haven't been over here at all. Whoosh. The minute they add a character that is immune to fall damage is the minute I go for that character. Because I would very much like to just fly around and not die.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Betas?
But my fellow disciple has obtained his vision. Instead of battling against monsters, he asked me, are monsters truly evil by nature? So I replied to him, they wreak havoc all across the world, and innocent people are the ones who must suffer the consequences. Is that so insufficiently evil you should stay your blade? I do believe an excess of meditation has fried his brain. Well, I still intend to take on these monsters, even if it means doing so without him, and even if it means doing so without a vision. I touch it. Hello. Goodbye. Juggle-do-do-do.
For the Lord of the Night!
I'm frozen. Damn it. Stop freezing me, you dick. Oh, there's more. Ah, yes. Nobody worry about the monsters that are standing there. Oh, come on. Well, you know what? I'll do this then. I'm not frozen. You're frozen. There we go. That gave me another chest. So long as I don't talk to these people, I can still do this
Do I
shit.
get a share?
You actually want this trash?
Ooh, there are things I can use. I need to switch to Amber. Oh yeah, that's my friends talking to me in game during stream. Love them to death, but it was so confusing.
Leave it to me.
I hate that I do that. What? What happened? Oh, there's the other one. So there's a fourth one. I see it. Haha.
Opening a chest is like
49. I'm good at this game. Now, let me go and bang. I'm a bad shot, I know. Oh, come on. There we go. I want to get the geomenculus. Oh my goodness, I hate the words in this game. I love the words in this game. I hate the words in this game. There's a Shrine of the Depths over there. I want it. I have a key. I'm gonna go get it. Yes, I want to continuously keep sliding. I think the one thing I won't do on stream, unless I'm just trying to, like, talk to people, will be chest gathering. I think that genuinely will just be something I do off camera. Just because there's so many chests in this game, it's not even funny. Yes. Give me.
Everything has its use.
were you not getting a toy?
Okay, I need to go. I need to teleport back. Oh my goodness. And 99, so I need 61 more. I need 71 more. No, 51 more. Yeah. That's fine. Do I have a character that can be I could level her. Let's finish off leveling Kaya if we can. We can. Poor guy has been getting left behind a lot. Then I'll level my character. I'll level up Traveler as well. Because I'll need to use Traveler to get to the Electro, and then I'll need to use the Electro for some of the Inazuma things over there. Pardon me.
10 points for
And it's just better in the long run if I keep a good bit of my characters leveled up with each other.
Are you running away?
No. I'm trying to get this. Okay. And the last thing that I'll do before I go down and talk to those guys... Oron
Too.
and Barbara.
I'll take care of it.
I think I've done everything on that side of the island, and there's more on this side of the island. I'm 100% certain because I see the pillar. But we're gonna go ahead and
Let the show be.
talk to people. What's my time?
Hello? Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part. The Clash
Uncle
is a
Yoon.
comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
How do you be a former runner-up?
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife.
Dude, stop before you embarrass
I stood my
yourself.
ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation. Oh yeah.
But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
Oh boy.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
The bane of perspective.
Hi there, are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us.
Who is your
This
master?
tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
I have a question. What happens if they can't wake up the vision?
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
Okay, but it's only one vision.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh?
I don't think... Are there characters?
He's the
No.
founder of the Ling Shan clan.
I don't think there
And
are.
his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are you probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway.
Liang Shai? Like your
He's got
names?
to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Ling Shan clan, he
Ling
teaches
Shan.
a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch.
Uh-huh.
For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
That's called redirecting momentum.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
Traveler, you can't ask that question.
It sure is, but it's
Your
extremely
animo ability is literally, I send you flying.
We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and
Scam.
still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere.
I'm willing to bet this is a scam.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us.
That might not be the case. It might legitimately be, like, legitimate, but, like, this is sounding an awful lot like a scam to me.
Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
They have the right mindset, but I'm willing to bet they're just a bit too naive.
Exactly.
Which is
It can't hurt
fine.
to try. And if it turns out
Mistakes
it
are
does work,
allowed.
the Ling Shan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
Can't fault you for
See you
trying.
in the arena.
I've been wondering, like, what happens when they can't wake up the vision? Are you legitimate? Are you like the one legitimate dude in this entire group?
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
Nope, you're edgelord cringe, aren't you?
If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
Was that Zuko?
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
That sounds like Zuko, but it's not. His voice is just slightly off. I want to say pitch.
No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person.
Then congratulations, you've already failed. Perfection is unobtainable. Stop trying to obtain it. Try and be... How do I want to say this? If anybody has seen Bleach, Mayori versus super long name dude in Hueco Mundo, I genuinely suffer trying to pronounce his name. It's the weird science dude that's like, I am the perfect being, blah, 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 and then Mayori kicks his ass. Mayori does bring up a good point. Trying to become perfect is just, like, the absolute bane of anybody's existence. Don't try and be perfect. Just try and be the best you can be.
I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks.
I don't believe you.
I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seemed to get on with just about everyone socially.
You would not get along with me socially.
In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course,
That would be Rex
I've
Lapis.
never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing: a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
If an Archon loses its Gnosis, does it need a vision?
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So, they very kindly made special arrangements. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament.
I'm sure you have.
I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. You'll need your wits about you today.
Okay, I was wrong. He is not edgelord cringe. He is the different type of cringe that I hate. He is the egotistical, narcissistic cringe. That's worse.
Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
See, with edgelord cringe, you can walk away and normally not have to deal with it. With narcissistic, egotistical cringe...
You're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average. Seems like you have a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
You say that. There's gonna be a character
Jinx
that's...
Village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Oh no.
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
Correct.
Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph later.
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament. Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable.
I'm eager to see how this goes.
Monsters, even the Fatui. And
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie.
Actually,
Now,
no. This is
can I
my
ask
this is
you
my
to provide
handicap
a
in
few
this
claims to
world.
fame?
I was born without a vision, and the gods hate me, and they don't want to give me one.
It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, put that down. And also, defeated the Fatui Harbinger child.
Whoa.
Side eye we give Paimon is great.
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long shot. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma.
There's another prize, too? Oh.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But
Paimon.
why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
Paimon, learn to keep your mouth shut.
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. I can hardly believe it myself, to be... Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, in any case, looking at the competition, it should
For
still
once,
be
she had a
pretty
very
easy for you to
logical
win,
reasoning.
even without using any elements, right?
That's not fair. Paimon is a decent side character, or not side character, companion character. And I really do like Paimon, to be honest. She's not overbearing or annoying. Then again, I have a high tolerance for annoying characters.
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
The only time I have a genuine issue with a character is when they have stupid
Our
reasonings.
next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now.
That's right, come at me.
You? You're the hero they're talking about? Ugh, how am I supposed to win now?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with?
Ow. Is it possible to lose this?
Well,
I'm
now
trapped.
that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
But this was the first round.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive.
Style, as in just
But I
slapping him
also
with the sword over and
observed
over
our
again.
favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show he put on just now, he's more than convinced me of his ability. So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
I love it.
All right then. I was thinking your
Sometime,
might want to
hey,
join in
Beto,
the fun,
get
but
off his
I
case.
guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that.
Get off his case. Sometimes less is more.
You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right?
Maybe.
So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the
And also completely unfair.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise.
Got it.
Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
To be fair, Hyman was thinking that too.
All right, I'm gonna watch.
To be
some more
fair,
of the
so was I.
tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're.
Semifinal was finally decided.
We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seed. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
If I didn't know who the freaking, like, Electro Archon was, I would assume that this guy is the Electro Archon.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Yay, more fighting. I do like tournament styles in games. It's just that when they get to be a bit long-winded, they're annoying.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament.
Never understood that phrase.
I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Not much I can do.
Relax. My guy's at the top of his game. He ain't gonna lose.
Don't worry. Take some time to compose yourself.
Oh, I was hoping I could get Paimon to say something.
What you got?
At last, the moment we've all
he's
been
level
waiting
90.
for. The semifinals have begun.
Ow. Oh, you're not
Who's it
dealing a
gonna
lot of
be
damage
this
to me.
time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Miss. Bye-bye. And you did. And then Kinich suddenly appears.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling.
This man's got a great attitude.
Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came.
Poor
I
dude.
lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body.
Very good point.
I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh?
He brings up
You
decent
didn't
points.
sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest.
I genuinely do adore that kind of mentality, so long as it doesn't, like, completely overtake him and turn him into, like, a quote-unquote monster.
Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow. Now that's true strength talking.
I disagree slightly with that weakness thing, because
If you have the chance in the future,
you can
please
learn what your
come and spar
weaknesses
with me
are
again.
through practice
I'll be
based on how
stronger
you
next time.
operate. Like, for example,
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick.
oh, fun.
So don't get too cocky.
But, like, I've actually been getting into pixel art.
Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance.
Did you make it
I
through?
myself was eliminated.
No,
in the
that
third
sucks.
round.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Great mentality, though.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
How big was this tournament?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. but faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Nice. Where is your brother? Where is your brother?
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood
Ooh.
all over the place.
Oh, poor dude.
His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply.
Oh no.
Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingsheng clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet.
That's called tanking a hit. That's not always the best case.
Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit.
There was nobody helping? There's no medical staff?
I don't dare tell my master about
healer?
this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment. So I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
I mean, that sucks, but, like, there's no medical staff to help out?
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
He's fast. That's useful information.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable.
I love that I can... Okay, like, I'm going to stop on the screen real quick. I love that I can see the snowy mountain with the giant pillar floating in the sky, because that's what I did with it, and I'm pretty sure if I didn't do that, that wouldn't be there. And I love it when games are that detailed.
I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience.
Once again, perspective and perception is amazing.
I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask who our opponent will be in the final round.
Because they both realize the same thing for the character in different ways.
Not exactly.
And that fascinates me
Contenders
so.
who reach the
Psychology
finals
is an
aren't
amazing
necessarily
thing.
Stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
Oh, he's Animo.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill?
Nope. Oh, and she's Electro?
I do not mean to flaunt my martial
Are they actually characters I can play?
But I myself
If so,
have witnessed
sweet.
reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess
If
some
not,
knowledge
fair,
regarding your opponent's
and also great world
particular
building.
skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Dvalin. Dvalin is Mondstadt TN.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. some post-match entertainment.
We talked about Dvalin, Paimon. Dvalin is one of the Mondstadt dragons. I will say, if those two are characters that I can't play as, kudos on the devs for the world building of giving them visions, as well as unique designs. Because that would actually be one of my gripes about a game, is that the devs didn't put in the extra effort to show that not just your playable characters have the ability to use visions and stuff like that in a world where basically visions are one of the biggest things in the world.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible.
Makes sense.
Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
I feel like that's I think that's a common thing in Inazuma.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
Crap!
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary.
I am a vision.
So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it... Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then,
Oh. Wrong character.
I got him cornered.
I hope this counts, because I can't switch characters in combat.
Look alive!
Target acquired.
your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach.
Oh no.
Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overcome.
I wouldn't have hit... Okay, devs, I'm going to be honest with you. I would not have been mad if you locked me solely into the Traveler for that one. I would not have been mad. Because story-wise, it would have fit.
Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you. Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
Because that is the scientific exploration. Not explanation. I'm smart. It's basically what I call the will of science. You want to know more about the world. And what better way to do it than to experiment and learn?
I desire to know what meaning
Which is basically what
visions have
science
to the
is.
gods. And what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions? My apologies.
This is why
I
I'm
must be
wondering if they
completely
actually
in the
are
dark
gifts
regarding such
gifts from the
matters.
gods, or if it's actually gifts from a different god that isn't a
For
part of the
allowing me
Seven.
the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have. So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself?
That's what I'm wondering.
Not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
Okay, so like this is what I was thinking. This is what I was talking about. If this is something else's decision in this world, and it is not the Archons doing it, then there's a potential that Raiden Shogun is thinking that the lack of electrovisions being handed out recently is a sign that they're trying to weaken the electro element, which isn't a good thing.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot.
I also
like
now
something
get
the
why
god
there's a
would
bunch of
carry in the
memes about
beginning
like the
of the-
resistance. Because like my original source of Genshin Impact, like media was the
Have
small
you
amounts
encountered the
of
Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is
There is
approaching.
something more to you than I think there is than you're letting on.
We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go.
But like genuinely speaking, I genuinely think that who gets the visions is based solely on
Why isn't he here yet?
an
Never
outside
mind.
source.
We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the 2 finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen him, his reputation knows no better. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Wouldn't it be Tevet's?
Wow!
I've been waiting. I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will show. As for our other combatant, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. Apologies, everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize.
Oh,
Traveler,
that's a good idea.
come with.
Was nobody looking at the prize?
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing and bribe?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful... The culprit has only acted recently. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it.
Well, if you insist. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the...
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly...
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search.
I need to get better at that. Wee. Oh, is it you?
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard you the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Juggling. These guys are such a pain in the ass. It feels good to juggle them. It feels so good to juggle them. Yes, I'm aware I'm over time too, by the way.
Do I get a share?
You actually want this trash?
Do I have enough yet? Nope. I need another 41 more.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
No, I kill. Give me your goodies. Oh, you don't have any goodies. That's upsetting. I wanted your goodies.
La, 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 la. Go, Barbara, go!
There he is.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto.
I apologize.
I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to... After all I went through to get it? I think not. I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a use.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Oh yeah, you're afraid of his threat, not mine.
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet.
I mean, she did kind of do it herself by not putting some guards at the prize.
It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I'm with Paimon on this one.
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Haha! Let's get it on!
I got him cornered.
You should have fought in the tournament. I would have been a lot more lenient with you. He's in the fire cell.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please.
That's the one you don't want hurt. You don't. Well, I mean, it's fair. That's more permanent.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment?
Is he a masochist?
It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No, no. No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands.
That makes sense.
When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision, but unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes, I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment.
Kind of cruel, but understandable.
I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try?
The vision didn't...
I see. So, no matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi.
Alternate,
I told
animation
him
style.
It can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the
That's
Raiden
creepy.
Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity.
That's creepy.
While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
I will say... What? What was that? Fine, we'll end it here. Oh, hi.
Locked up.
But, like, I've mostly been basically doing this entire quest. Obviously, there have been points where I've stopped, like, to, like, get chests and stuff like that. But it really only took, like, 5 minutes out of the entire,
Do I get a share?
you know, episode. Maybe a little bit more. So, I've been doing mostly, like, non-stop this story's quest. Or this quest... Yeah. This... Yes, this part of the story quest. Words good at are. And it is taking me so long to get to this point. So that's basically another reason why I'm streaming the episodes now. But anyways, I will call it here. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching me on the technically last properly recorded Genshin Impact episode. It is not the last episode in general. Don't get me wrong. I'm still going to be doing a lot of Genshin Impact. But, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That means see more content like this in the future. And if you come back on the regular and not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free, tops all the time. Greatly appreciate it. If you'd like to see more Genshin Impact and see it live, please join me over on Twitch every Monday at 10 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Is the starting time. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the starting time, and I go for about 4-ish hours. What's more, if you would like to share this video with your friends, your family, your favorite group of tournament lovers, I'd appreciate that as well. And if you'd like to support me as a content creator, if you'd like to join me as fellow content creators, as a content lover, I have a Coffee, a Patreon, a community Discord server link, all in the description below. And as always, I will see you as we continue our adventures in Genshin Impact. Bye-bye.